Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool around here. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. You got some gaming in. I certainly did. I am hooked on Bloodstained, and I will have a review for you very soon. And also played some Sea of Solitude, which you'll be seeing a review of very soon as well. We've got an amazing show for you today. We've got two great guests, Zoe Curnow from the Coalition, as well as Ryan McGuire from Blackbird Interactive are both in, so we are very excited to have them on the show. They're going to talk to us about a new scholarship initiative that they have partnered with the Vancouver Film School. It's a big deal, especially for women out there that are looking to break into the video game industry. You're going to want to hear more about this, and I will try to bug them to find out how things are going on the projects that they're working on, like Gears 5. All right, but first, we've got a rundown to get to, and today it's dedicated to the only Ghost 1015 who says, gotta love these cheesy old school videos. They were better than today's all serious stuff. I posted our Braveheart segment from back in the day that got us in trouble when we shot it at IDOS in San Francisco because we were cutting off heads in the office and screaming at the top of our lungs, and people enjoyed that, but it was crazy. All right, let's get started with your rundown. Now, Marvel still has what it takes to be the hero at the box office. The new Marvel movie, SpiderMan Far From Home, had a record-breaking opening weekend, earning $580 million worldwide. Its final tally was helped by the fact that it opened a little earlier on Tuesday, which incidentally was the biggest Tuesday opening of all time. The success of Spider-Man even spilled over and helped drive attendance for other movies, with the rest of the top 10 films outperforming the top 10 at theaters in the same weekend last year. This is good news for the film industry overall, which has been suffering a summer slump in recent months, and shows that audiences probably won't be getting Marvel fatigue anytime soon. Marvel is expected to unveil a slate of new movies at Comic-Con next week. Phase 4 is coming. We are going to find out what Marvel has got up its sleeve. A lot of people haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home, but I was about to get into some spoilery stuff, but I'm holding off a little bit out of deference to you that are slowpokes and haven't been out to the theaters to watch this incredible movie. Mostly incredible movie. It's not the best Marvel movie. It's hard to follow Avengers Endgame. Come on. But they did a damn good job, and there's some great surprises, especially in the end credits, which kind of tease a little bit of what Phase 4 is all about. I love what they've been doing with the Tom Holland Spideys, and I'm very much looking forward to future sequels, but I am even more excited with anticipation for what Phase 4 is going to be all about, and Comic-Con is coming soon, so we're going to get lots and lots of info. And box office like this means that the Marvel machine is not going to slow down anytime soon. Now, there are a lot of big video game adaptations coming to theaters, but another one is skipping theaters altogether. Ubisoft has announced that their upcoming film adaptation of The Division will be available exclusively on Netflix and will not be getting a full theatrical release. We already knew that Netflix was collaborating with Ubisoft on the film, and their partnership was first announced earlier this year, but their release plans for the movie haven't been unveiled until now. Just because it's skipping theaters doesn't mean it's going to be small. The film will star Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal, so you can hear the cash register sound going off when I name those names, and it's being directed by Deadpool 2's director David Leitch, and there's no release window yet. I am moderately excited for something based around The Division, which is really about, creating your own characters and thrusting you into this, crazy war scenario. For sure, it's going to be action-packed, but it's pretty hard to kind of identify with these characters that are all pretty generic kind of military people. And so it's really incumbent on all of these movie makers to craft characters that we are going to care about and even associate with The Division, which just feels like it could be any kind of generic, Tom Clancy, vibing kind of military flick or video game. And that's not a bad thing in games, because you want to put your own sort of agency on all of this stuff. You want to be that avatar. But in movies, you want to really know and love and feel for these characters. So, tepidly excited. but it's a big deal, and certainly by spending money on great creators and presumably they started with an awesome script. Hopefully, this could actually turn out pretty well. Although, the Assassin's Creed movie that Ubisoft was involved with and with Fox a few years ago was terrible, absolutely abominable. It was hard to watch. I felt affronted as an Assassin's Creed fan. It was just, I walked out of that movie going, oh boy, man, maybe making movies out of video games not such a great idea. But one of these things has got to stick, right? Maybe it's going to be Sonic. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah, we got some optimism in the crowd. That's awesome. Now, we don't know if Rocksteady is making another Arkham game, but they are doing something with the franchise. Hooray! Warner Brothers and Rocksteady have confirmed rumors that Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight are being re-released in a new bundle, the Batman Arkham Collection. Didn't they do this already? They did this already. It's coming to Europe this September, although no word yet on when it might be coming to North America or if any of the games will be remastered or updated. As for what's next, Rocksteady hasn't announced their next project, but there are rumors that it might be another DC-related game like Superman or Justice League or an entirely new IP. We'll have to wait and see. Now, we had Dax Ginn on the show and Adam Doherty talking about their new game because they split off and started a new company, What Boy, but they both came from Rocksteady, and Dax mentioned that Rocksteady isn't making a Batman game, and that was the perfect time to start fresh and create something brand new. And I don't know if he's just following the sort of public line or if he emphatically confirmed that there is not another Batman game coming from Rocksteady, which would be shocking, but also that's a company that's earned whatever it wants to do now as well. And I think what would also be shocking is if they say, well, we want to make a Superman game that you like. That would be crazy, and I think that they're the caliber of studio that's actually able to pull something like that off. Whatever they're working on, I'm first in line. I freaking love this team, and I'm super excited to see what they've got up their sleeves. And hopefully, we're not going to have to wait that much longer. Hopefully, we're not going to have to wait until next E3. Maybe there's going to be something this fall. Maybe that's what this Arkham Collection is all about. It's leading to whatever the next big announcement that Rocksteady has got sort of waiting for us. My fingers are crossed. It's been more than 20 years since the Big Lebowski rolled into theaters, and now we're getting more from at least one of the characters. The long-awaited Big Lebowski spin-off movie, Jesus Rolls, is finally set to strike theaters next year, nearly 4 years after it finished shooting. As the title implies, Jesus Rolls will focus on the fan-favorite character, Jesus Quintana, a pro bowler and convicted sex offender with a record who appeared briefly in the original film. Actor John Turturro wrote and directed the film with the blessing of Big Lebowski creators, the Coen brothers. Given their reluctance to make sequels, this is probably the closest that we'll ever get to a follow-up, so hopefully it's worth the wait. And hopefully we've got Jeff Bridges reprising his role. We all know that Jeff Bridges loves the character of the Big Lebowski, so hopefully he's got at least a cameo in this thing. That's a movie. Yeah, I have to be honest, I wasn't crazy about The Big Lebowski when I first saw it. I think it kind of went over my head a little bit. I loved Miller's Crossing. I thought the Coen brothers were mad geniuses, but I wasn't super blown away by The Big Lebowski. It felt so theatrical to me. But as I've gotten older and reflected on that movie and seen it over and over again, not only has it become a cult favorite for a lot of people out there, but it's improved in my estimation as well. I love John Turturro. He's an incredible actor, so I am fired up to see what this is all about, and hopefully the Coen brothers had at least some involvement with this. Maybe they worked on the script with them or something like that, but very psyched to see, and I hope it's great, and I hope it honors the original.